Welcome to the Tangents Talk Show, where I try to host a talk show.
And we go on tangents, and it's probably gonna be my fault. Alright,
Right.
first intro
Yes.
over with. Let's
Whoa.
get on to the introduction, then since someone that's listening might not know who we are. I mean, it probably will
We're
only be
not
our
very
friends.
well known at all.
Yeah, no.
Unless, except to the secret services of our respective countries. But apart from that,
Yeah. So, let's introduce each other, I guess. So,
yeah.
this is Nepler or Nep. He's French. He's my boyfriend. He does a radio show on like Tuesdays, I think it is, right?
No, Wednesdays. It is
Wednesdays.
Wednesday, my dudes. Yes.
Right, yeah,
And-
he's French, but he sounds British.
And
It's
the
also-
person that just said that is Snoken. He's my boyfriend. He's Swedish, very Swedish. He has a bit of an accent, but it's not really much of a problem. And he's the one that will distract us from the topic we were going to be talking about in the first place. He's the one that's going to go on tangents.
Or it might be you too, but it'll probably be me because I have ADHD.
Yes.
Right, and because this is just a pilot episode, we'll just be talking about random shit just to get the hang of making a podcast.
Yes.
And yeah, the first topic we picked out is gardens. So, what do you think about gardens, Nep?
I used to have gardens for my entire fucking life. I have one. You saw it when you came over. My house has a really big fucking garden, except one part of it is just not usable.
Which part?
You know the part that's like really slippery slope.
Oh yeah, to the like second. Yeah.
Yeah. The part that where no one goes. That's where. Actually, it has two functions. I use it to test out my airsoft sniper rifle and shoot at
Yeah.
a bucket, and that's where my dog takes its dumps. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, the shit zone. Right.
The shit zone.
I too, in fact, have a garden. It's pretty large, and it has a shed in it. Or it's not a
Cum
shed. It's
shack.
yeah, cum shack, shed, cottage, whatever. It has a name in Swedish.
It
but I
is
don't know
the
what
cum
it's
shack.
called.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it is. And that's where I'm recording right now. It has electricity. That's about it.
It has electricity.
I mean, electricity is cool. You can run computers with that shit. Imagine if computers ran on gas.
Oh god. Can you imagine you have like a fucking engine that powers your fucking computer? That would be funny, I think.
Instead of your fans just getting loud when you're like lagging or whatever, just
There's just smoke filling your room.
yeah, no, it just fucking starts revving like a motherfucker.
Boots up Skyrim, is suffocates to death. in the
Joins a
smoke.
TF2 server.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be making an episode about TF2 because that's a game both of us and lots
it's
of
a
our friends
game.
also like.
Yeah, but most importantly, it's a game.
Yeah.
I sure do love games. My favorite.
Yes, my favorite pastime too. Right.
My favorite. But
That's
no,
not
no,
all
no.
I had to say about corners. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to say something else too. Like, it's really weird in Sweden. It kind of looks like American gardens. Like, there's basically no visual barriers between the houses, and you could literally walk to the other house by accident because it's really hard to tell where your garden ends and the neighbor's begins.
I don't know.
You saw
I don't
you
have-
saw when we were in France. There was like a big hedge of like bushes, trees, and stuff like that. A shrubbery that acts as a fence for the gardens. And even when there isn't shrubbery, there's always like a wall or a fence.
Yeah, yeah.
It-
But I will inform you that it's gonna be stupid for the or listeners that don't know anything about this, but they can just listen to us talk and be people, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the upbeat of podcasts, anyways. Listen to people talk.
We are making a podcast and we are talking about podcasts.
Dude, that's so fucking meta.
Whoa! Meta! No
Who
one
needs to
has
get
ever
stoned when you
done
have
this.
ADHD?
What?
Who needs to get stoned when you have ADHD?
Oh no, no, no,
No, I'm
no,
not gonna
no.
get stoned because I already take medicines that will not interact well with weed.
I could try and taking some of the opium pills that are probably expired
D-
from 2 years now.
don't.
That would be very funny though.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Right, or else
Maybe.
the hedge between me and our neighbor's garden, it used to be like twice the height, so there can still be separation between the gardens, you know. And speaking of American gardens, and especially like suburb gardens, lawns, they're just
Yes,
space.
lawns.
They do nothing. They're just there so they can be maintained because maintaining them is a status symbol.
Yeah, or something like that. Like I really don't care. I really don't give a shit about them. Like my dad always makes me mow the lawn, but like in our case at my house, it's a matter of not having ticks in the garden that like if you go out and you get
Yeah, yeah.
bit or something because remember southern France has like a lot of venomous snakes and ticks and other insects that can spread malaria or stuff like that.
You got
Um,
malaria in southern
no,
France?
not malaria. Lyme
Ah,
disease. So yeah, you actually have to mow the lawn, and it's kind of like a must do. Whereas in Sweden, it's kind of just like to make it look
yeah,
nice.
we get ticks here too, but yeah, probably not as bad. But
Not
you can
near.
still get
Yeah,
diseases from them.
it's not nearly as bad as it is in France. We actually have like news forecasts for areas that have like high amounts of ticks in them, and there's like wear long sleeves, a hat, wear pants, not shorts, stuff like that. Especially when you go hiking in forests and stuff like that.
But yeah, always wear like covering clothes when you're going in a forest, and especially if you're gonna go like through the forest, because otherwise you can get something that I'm not sure what it's called in English, but translated from Swedish, the name is like orienteerers disease, because like from orienteering, you know, like the sport where you take grab a map and run through the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I've never gotten it myself, but that's because I've been careful with it and like made sure to always wear covering clothes.
Well, I mean, you know how like no, you probably don't know this, but my parents do, and I live in southern France. It's over 30 degrees Celsius
Yeah.
during the entire summer, and I still insist on wearing pants and hoodies
Wow. What a
because
soft boy you're that dedicated to wearing hoodies.
it's just that I have natural resistance to heat. To me, 30 degrees Celsius is like normal temperatures.
Wait, were you cold when you were in Sweden then?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I remember when you came over and when we'd like go outside and we'd walk and it was just so fucking hot that we couldn't spend more than like 30 minutes without going back inside or finding a fresh spot and like pausing for a minute because
Yeah.
I think it was like 35 degrees Celsius and it was the hottest you had ever experienced.
Yeah, probably. And it was 28 degrees in the pool. Now, that's really hot. Like in Sweden, you'll get like maybe 17 in a lake or something. I don't know. That's
Jesus, that's cold.
no, it's not. It's perfectly manageable for like as long as you're not in for too long of a time. But
I
this
guess.
boy complains that 28 degrees hot in the water is too cold for him.
No, it's not too cold. When we were in the lake, I was worried about getting our shit stolen.
Oh, yeah, but then we went back to your pool and you were still like, nah, I'm gonna get up. No, this is cold. And that's where it was 28 degrees. I don't know how warm the water was in the lake.
I think, in the lake, I think it was something like that too. It's a pretty hot lake. We got, that's our first tangents. We were talking about gardens. Now we're talking about the
Right.
trips. Yes,
Before I was talking about lawns, but you know what's way better than lawns?
I don't know.
Trees. Trees are
Oh
fucking
fuck yeah, I
awesome.
love trees.
They give shade, they have cool leaves, and you know when like line shines through the canopy and all the
Yes.
leaves start
That is cool.
shining green. Yeah, so fucking pretty. Love that shit.
That is really cool, and it happens all the time because you remember when you were in my room when you came over, and
Yeah.
there was like a massive fucking pine tree, I think it was, right outside my door. And the thing is, during sunset, there's like the light filters through it, and it's really really
Oh,
cool.
nice. Oh, so do you get like god rays and shadow patterns?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and there was also that picture of me getting god rays through the trees in the morning that I took a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
Reminder
yeah.
to self when I'm hopefully listening through this. 'Cause we've gone for 11 minutes already. I'm gonna have to listen
Jesus.
through all of it. Um, yeah, reminder to self, post that image on screen right about now. No, actually do it way earlier when I started talking about it. But I think that's all we have to say about gardens, right?
Yeah, I mean, all right. Second subject, I guess.
Yeah.
Shopping.
Yeah,
I personally fucking despise shopping.
same.
Like, I have three sisters.
Yep.
And they're always like, "Whoa, I want to go buy clothes and stuff like that," and it's just so freaking annoying.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have been blessed with parents that absolutely despise going shopping.
Yeah.
So whenever they do it, I don't have to get involved with it. And I think it's been like a year since I last had to go on a shopping spree at a mall, which is a godsend, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't understand. I tried talking about it to my mom, like, what's the appeal of going shopping? And the
I won't
equivalent
trust
I
your mom.
got is basically like when you have money and you go buy games on Steam. That's
Oh yeah, yeah.
the equivalent. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yep.
the same
That
feeling.
that's fucking girls go clothes shopping, boys go Steam shopping. Although there
Because
you
we're
can also be
gamers.
a gamer girl or a clothing boy.
Yeah, clothing boys are like fashion boys.
Yeah,
You know those?
yeah, yeah.
You know those annoying little shits at school that always talk about this, that are always surrounded by women all
I,
the
I
time.
I don't know if they're always surrounded by women, but like there's two kinds. There's like the supreme boys with like basically no taste, and then uh, it's like supreme and probably like Levi's and Lee too can be like
Yeah,
that.
and he's just there to. He just used that to flex and get
Yeah,
girls and stuff
there's a
like that.
red square on my shirt. You should be impressed by me.
Yeah.
But you can also like get other like nice brand clothes. Like I don't know what. I think it was like Gant or something. I remember my old classmates mentioning. But like, yeah, they were like all well dressed in my class, and it looked like fucking like imagine private school boys in an American movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You get the
I
idea.
just when
Meanwhile,
I
I was just staring like
yeah
shitty fucking t-shirts from like H&M or something.
yeah same. Like I take what's I don't even shop for my own clothes. My parents do it for me because
Yeah.
I refuse to just go shopping. So and also when I dress up for the day, I just take the first thing that comes that I can grab.
Yeah, same here. Because I don't have any like pairs of clothes that match. Or actually, I kind of with the like flowery shirt. I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
take a picture of it and show on screen.
And I
Depends
mean,
on how
like,
lazy I am.
first, who cares how I dress? Second, if someone complains, like, point them to the article that says, like, literally in the Constitution that you can do whatever the fuck you want, as
Yeah,
long as it's not harmful towards others. So yeah, I see a lot of people like in the modern world giving shit about things that they shouldn't give shit about. Like that's none of their business.
yeah, we've like all
I
started
mean,
to become like too concerned with the opinions of others.
yeah, but like who cares? Like to that we can just respond who cares? Like the entire thing of like transphobia and stuff like that. People do whatever the fuck they want. Who cares?
Yeah, fucking. If you want to do that, go for it.
Like
Also,
I
like
I
in
don't have to
regards
tell
to
you
like
what to do.
caring about like other people's opinions too much. If you want to post what our considers as cringe, post it. They can think it's cringe all you want as long as you have fun posting it.
Yeah, I am. I may be cringe, but I am free.
Yes, and that's based.
That is based.
We should do an episode on internet language. Right.
Yes,
shopping. And you mentioned clothes shopping, which is probably like, yeah, going to like
the worst
larger
kind.
clothing stores that have like a fuck ton of different clothes, like all just on shelves and like hangers and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't take it. I don't know. It's just like really stressing for me with ADHD because there's like so many different items everywhere and it's just complete sensory overload. And often the lighting is kind of dimming them too and they're playing music, which doesn't help either. I think it's horrible. But if you go to
Yeah, I
like,
hate the music they play in malls.
yeah, but uh, I won't name them, but there's a couple like clothing stores I like to go to actually. They're like smaller and I don't think they play music. I can't quite remember, but they have like a pretty limited selection of clothes, but they're all like set up nicely, like so I don't get sensory overload from them. It's a small store, not like people everywhere.
Small stores are just overall better.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
And I
always.
actually like going shopping at those clothes for those. Like it's fun finding like cool shit and buying them, but it's also expensive, so I can't really afford to do it.
Also, even like big brand that like I don't know if you have these, but like supermarket chains like in
Yeah,
Sweden, like the smaller stores are always better.
like
I don't
the
know
smaller
why.
stores of a supermarket.
The smaller supermarkets, they're like
Yeah, yeah.
not that big with like three cashiers at most,
I
and
mean,
it's just better, I think.
the only ones I've been to have either been just one cashier or like up to seven or something.
The
I
the
haven't.
the
Oop, I haven't been at anything in between.
Darling, you have been at the supermarket back when you were in France, didn't you?
Yeah,
There are like I think 10 cashiers at most
yeah.
in the supermarket, and it's a small supermarket.
Wait, the one in your hometown or the one we went
The
to?
one in my hometown.
Ah,
That's
that
a
had
small
10.
supermarket.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's like the size of the one that's closest to me in the town where I go to school. We drove through it, but I don't think you saw it.
Yeah. Actually,
Actually,
there's
no, we did.
yes.
I think because my dad went to buy some things there.
I think yeah. I
Yeah, we
think
just
we
sat in
did.
the car and talked about 40k lore, which I don't think we
Yes.
should do an episode on actually because it's
It would take
saturated.
2 hours. It would take 2 hours.
Yeah, and there's other people doing it and they're gonna do it way better.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, there's actually one kind of shopping sprees that I like. It's just when I buy food because I am literally a fucking stomach on legs.
I very rarely buy like snacks or anything like that.
I fucking love doing that. And what
Yeah, I
like to
noticed.
do, what I like to do is I buy snacks, but it's always different kinds of snacks that make increasingly less sense to buy. Like I remember that one time where we went with friends, and usually when you go with friends to the supermarket to buy snacks, you buy candies, chips,
Yeah.
or crisps if you're British, um, stuff like that. And that one time we went there, we bought dry sausage, tomatoes, fucking cucumbers, and I was just eating the cucumber like outside the supermarket, like raw, and people were looking at me going, "What the fuck?" And I even carried it into the tramway, and there were like the people that were like controlling your tickets and stuff like that. And I was just eating my cucumber, looking them straight in the eyes, and they were fucking terrified.
You asserted your dominance there.
I,
They
yeah,
did not dare to mess with you.
I asserted my dominance by eating a cucumber on a tramway.
Well, that's a nice segue into food. You mentioned,
Yes.
or are we gonna stop the episode here? It's already at 20 minutes.
Now
Minus,
let's go for the food. Yes,
yeah,
food. We have to talk about something, darling, that I noticed when we
yeah.
were in Sweden. You remember the little relay where we bought a burger on the way back when we got back to the airport?
Um, on the way back from the airport to my place.
No, no, on the way back from your place to the airport.
Ah,
We,
yeah.
we stopped at a relay, we bought a burger. There,
Yep.
I saw something that has scarred me for life.
Yeah.
I saw a guy with a hot dog, go to the fucking ice cream machine, pull out
What?
some vanilla ice cream on top of the hot dog, put
What?
some whipped cream on it, chocolate sprinkles,
An
mayonnaise,
actual
and
hot...
ketchup.
What the fuck?
I
What's
saw
wrong
that-
with people?
Uh, that was...
You'd see
That
this
was
at a fucking Walmart or McDonald's in America.
That was so... And the worst thing is, I saw like 3 other people do it. It was like completely normal to them. What the fuck is wrong with Sweden when it comes to food?
Alright, Gothenburg needs to be wiped off the map.
Yeah, like, what
Along
the
with France.
fuck?
Because fuck France.
Nah, France is cool. Like,
I'm not
there's
yet
just like...
convinced.
That's because of Paris. Like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that ruins the fucking country. It's the city of Paris. That's like the PR thing. It's like, ooh, Paris is such a pretty city. It's so cool, French culture. And it just sucks.
Didn't it look all like as pretty from there? It was fucking massive though. I've never seen a city that big. Or
London is actually bigger, and it's
yeah, but like
worse than
it
Paris
was
because
as
it's...
far as I could see, just a city.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go
one,
up
it's...
top of the globe in Stockholm and you can see the edges of the city.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Paris, big city, polluted, smells bad, absolutely fucking awful. Everything is overpriced there. There's
Yeah, of
scammers everywhere, people everywhere.
I hate people.
Yeah, I hate people too. And it's just bad. It's just bad. I hate this place.
Yeah.
Never go to Paris.
Go
Pro
to
tip,
Montpellier
never go to
instead.
Paris.
Very nice town.
Yeah, Montpellier is like Paris but small.
Yeah. I was
It's
mostly
prettier.
like really in the old town, but
Yeah.
it was very pretty. There's a place called Comedy too. I think my
Yes,
recording might have
comedy.
frozen.
Comedy.
No, I think my recording is fine.
Oh, okay, cool. Whew,
But in
technical
case it
issue.
cut out, go to Montpellier and visit Comedy. It's a place.
Yeah, it's a cool place. Like, the old town also has like Roman architecture.
Yes, that was also really cool.
Yeah, aqueducts, I think they're called in English.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm planning on taking you to the south again.
Yeah.
Soon, like next summer. We're gonna be in a different part. We're gonna be in Provence, and there's gonna be like a lot more artisanal food, sweets, biscuits, stuff like that, and also a lot more Roman architecture. This used to be the center of France during the Roman era. It used to be the Mediterranean coast, this area. There's a
Although-
lot of cool stuff there.
Back then it was Gaul and not France, but
Yeah,
Indeed.
Gaul, basically.
speaking of Gaul, Asterix and Obelix, they live there.
Yeah.
Really good
that-
comic. I
Yeah,
find
really
it
good
very
comic.
funny and cool because of all the just like small little Roman things. Like you get what I mean, probably.
Yeah, yeah. And in France, literally everyone knows about this.
Yeah,
about
but it's actually
Asterix and
Belgian.
Obelix. Yeah, it's actually Belgian, but we're gonna say it's French because fuck Belgium.
Yeah, you could talk about that sometime too. Actually, we could do like a travel guide to France episode.
Yeah, probably.
Lots of ideas now. But yeah, speaking of doing more episodes, we'll probably talk about gaming a lot on this. And so
Yes.
far, I've thought about like I want to do an episode about Team Fortress 2. I want to talk about Titanfall, both the campaign and the multiplayer, and they could probably be like different episodes because I really do think that they're quite different.
Darling, you
terms
know
of-
damn well if we go down the slope that leads to gaming, I'm gonna end up talking about Command and Conquer at some
Yes,
point.
yes, we will. And we should also talk about old games in general too, like boomer shooters and things.
Yeah, also, I think we should play Metal Slug again together.
But yeah, we.
That was a really fun game.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's good podcast material. But yeah, if you can get an emulator and a legal ROM of
Legal.
yeah, a
Quote,
legal
unquote.
ROM of Metal Slug, play it.
Yeah,
And
it's a really good game. Aren't you sure it's like free now? It's like 20 years old.
the ROM we used to play it was 100% acquired legally. I definitely got it from an old arcade cabinet. Yep.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Right, other
Yep.
episodes. I already mentioned Titanfall. I've been thinking for the campaign episode. Would you be willing to like play through the campaign once, and I just like record you and take notes,
I'm on
so
the
we can?
bad PC.
Yeah,
I
but like,
can't play
yeah, but when you're on
Titanfall 2.
the good PC
Where I'm
and like
when
just
I'm
to
on a good PC. Okay.
yeah, fuck yeah, and
Fuck
then we
yeah.
can get I can get like your first impressions, and I can invite some other friends over. I have quite a few that like Titanfall 2. And I can
Huh.
invite the ones that have played the campaign, because for some reason one of them, I think he played it eventually, but he refused to play it at first. I don't know why. We should also do an episode on Borderlands 2, because I have lots of friends that like that.
Huh. Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd recommend you trying that, because it's gonna take a good while to get a like good feel for the game. To give like
Also, darling, you should absolutely try out Black Mesa.
yes, I should. Oh yeah, right. We're also gonna next episode probably, or after the TF2 episode, we're gonna talk about Half-Life 2,
Half-Life.
because I'm
Half-Life 1 and
gonna have
Half-Life 2.
yeah, but
You have gripes with this game.
yeah, and Nep over here is a like massive Half-Life fan of like the entire series.
Yes.
Although, have you played the
Half-Life not.
expansions for Half-Life 1?
I'm currently playing through episode 2 right now.
Ah, right.
Yep.
I think that's. Oh yeah, right. Nebi, he, a friend of mine, also wanted to do an episode on Shin Megami Tensei. That's the series Persona is a spin-off of.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
didn't
yeah, I
know.
know, I
Yes,
know.
Persona is the spin-off. And oh, and Evangelion, because he can rant about that for an hour easily. I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, we're gonna have to stop him from ranting about that for an hour because we have other things. We're 100% gonna talk about XL Saga too.
Yes, very good
Alright,
idea.
we should stop like laying down our program
Yeah,
and end the episode there.
but yeah, this has been the pilot, just to like get a feel of what doing a podcast is like. Although you do a radio show, so you know already,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I'm already used to it.
But I'll more get the hang of it, and I can find any like technical kinks and iron those out.
All right.
But yeah, I felt this went quite well. We had some good talk and stuff.
Yes. It actually felt like we were talking and not like making a radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty fun. All right.
Yeah, we'll end the
Goodbye.
recording here. Yeah. Yeah, bye listeners. We'll probably still be on a voice call, but you won't be with us.
All right. And stop.